kiddos, and welcome to week 1 of the second 6 weeks. All right, let's go ahead and get started. As always, we're working with our interactive Google Slides, and this is what we have here in front of us. This is our Elements of Art interactive Google Slide, and your assignment for this week will be due October 2nd, 2020 by 11:59 p.m. Important notes for art class. So these are some important things that I'd like to mention to you before we continue with our lesson. As always, we meet on Zoom. So at your scheduled class time, based off the schedule that I provided for you last 6 weeks, you will meet with me at that time. For example, middle school, which is 6th and 7th grade, you are meeting with me at 2:15 on Tuesdays. There is something different though. There is a new link. Last 6 weeks we used the same link and it was reoccurring, which meant that it was the same every time you met. But now there is a brand new link that will be posted for the second 6 weeks. And this will have been posted by the time you're watching this on Google Classroom and on Class Dojo. Okay? So another new announcement is the assignments per week. As always, we're going to continue having one art project or interactive Google Slide project per week. On some occasions, like this one, we'll have a 2-part assignment for 1 week. So the lesson for this week is on the shorter side, so you will have 2 parts to your lesson for this week, and I'll explain more on that in a moment. Assignments per week continued is that previously, last 6 weeks, you had 5 exit tickets to complete in the week. I have made an update and it will now be 2 exit tickets only per week, which is on Monday along with your assignment post will also be your exit ticket post, and Wednesday. So that is a total of 2 exit tickets, okay? All right, let's continue. So we are working with our elements of art. Remember, the following is to always remain in work mode. This is work mode right here. When you receive your assignment, you'll post it all completed with every slide completed. Okay? So, how to complete this activity and so forth. So, looking at this right here, I'm in work mode. If I present again, and I'll always mention this at the beginning of every video, I can no longer see this option right here presented to me. So it makes it hard for me to be able to complete this part of the assignment if there's anything that requires me to drag and drop. So make sure you're always in work mode. As always, type your name inside of this text box right here so I can know that you've read this entire set of directions. And continue. Slide organization, right? And some slides in this document right here are informational, which means that they're only meant to give you information. And they're not interactive, so there's nothing to click and drag and drop. All you need to do is read the slides, okay? Make sure not to skip over these slides because they contain a lot of important information and they help you complete the rest of the interactive activities, okay? To help make sure you don't miss out on any activities, all slides have an interactive component that will have a rainbow like this one. All right? Ready, let's go ahead and get started. So the element of art that we're working with this week is space. And based off of space, it is positive and negative space, not outer space. Okay, let's continue. Space is defined as the area around, inside, or between shapes or forms. Do shape and form sound familiar to you? I hope. All right. Positive space is the space occupied by an object. And negative space is the empty space around an object. So for this next assignment, positive and negative space composition, drag and drop the white shape blocks onto the black rectangle below to create your own abstract positive and negative composition. Then label the positive and negative space. So let's look at what we have here below. I have my drag and drop, and the reason why you should not be in presentation mode is because you will not have access to this. And also, I know that this is an interactive slide, just in case you don't remember, by looking at this little rainbow here in the top right corner. What I did was I dragged and dropped shapes to create my own abstract piece of art to place here on the black rectangle. I can put as many as I'd like, but I need to be able to label them. So what I will do is take my positive space and place it where I need to. If you go back to visit the previous slide, it shows you what that negative space is. In this case, our negative space is the white space that is here. So that is our negative space in this case. Our positive space is the black space behind it. So if I come here to my black rectangle where I have created my abstract piece of art, I will label it as I need to. And I will leave my blocks there as my answer choice. And I will continue off to the next one. So my blank space where there is no object is negative. And my positive space, where there is something, right? That is what positive is. Now let's look at this art piece here. Artists often use the negative space in compositions to create visual interest. So in this image, the stacks of paper, it is my object. It is where my object sits. It is my positive space, while the black space, the black background, is the negative space. So wherever my object sits is the positive space, and wherever that space surrounding the object and it is empty, like this, is my negative space. Look at how interesting this creates an actual, I could say, silhouette of a person, right? Of their side profile. If I come here to this slide, and I will talk about this, this is M.C. Escher's work. In this wood block print, you can see how the artist M.C. Escher played with the idea of positive and negative space. So at the top of the artwork, the black area is the positive space, but as it nears the bottom, it becomes the negative space, and vice versa. So this is a time for you to express your thoughts. This image is a great example of the importance of both positive space and negative space in an artwork. When you look at the image below, tell me what you see. There is no right or wrong answer to this. Just type your answers here in this box below. Positive or negative space. Now, based off what you saw on this one, now what do you see? It has changed. So when the colors are reversed, do you see it the same, or do you see things differently now? And type out your thoughts here in this box. All right, so in this next slide, there is a video for you to watch. All you will need to do is go ahead and click on this, and it'll show you the YouTube video. And it'll force
How
you.
activities go, this is one of the easiest, but the...
All right. It may force you into presentation mode. That's totally fine. So you can watch this video, and that's up to you how you'd like to go ahead and go about it. You must watch the video all the way until the end, and he is creating his very own version of artwork that represents positive and negative space. And this will help you understand positive and negative space a whole lot more. So once you're all done with this activity, you're going to go ahead and insert it in the following slide. I have an example that I can go ahead and show you, and also this is an example of how to upload your work in case you may not know. What you will do is go ahead and click Insert, Image, You'll just hover above it. If you're using a tablet, you may need to click on it with your finger. Go ahead and select the following. Upload from computer, or it'll say upload from device. You're going to press that button, and you may look for the location that your artwork is in. I am currently trying to find the artwork I'm going to insert in here, and I'm going to click on it and insert it. This is the artwork. This is an example, and I'm going to leave it here in the center. If you choose to name your art piece, I would encourage you to do so. You may. If you choose not to, you may simply insert the photo of the art assignment that you completed here on this page. All right, and once you're all done with this, the very final part is to click Turn In, like always. Turn in your work on Google Classroom, and you'll be done for the week. Remember, we're doing 2 exit tickets a week now, and 1 major assignment a week. Alrighty? And also Zoom at your scheduled time. We'll go ahead and see you all later. Bye!